Ladies and gentlemen, this has been a very long time coming, but today we are finally back on Black Ops 6. It feels like it's been nearly an eternity since I've gotten to make a video of this game, but just to kind of give the rundown of what we're doing today, they dropped a new LTM in zombies called Zombie Snack. So today we're going to be attempting to do the Liberty Falls Easter egg. I know I could do one of the more challenging ones like Terminus or Citadel Del Mora, Shattered Veil or whatever, but since this is my first video back on Black Ops 6 in a while, I just want to do one that's going to be a bit more laid back, a bit more casual, and hey, this will give us the opportunity to go through, do them all in order, and knock these out over the next couple days. Alright, now here we are in the game. This is my first time trying to actually record anything, so we'll see how things go. For all I know, things could end up crashing out, and you guys might not even end up seeing this video anyway. But for those of you that only watch my Black Ops 6 content, that means that you probably haven't watched me in almost a month, maybe more now, so there's a lot that you missed out on, and, you know, I'll get you caught up to speed on everything. Similar to my Easter egg videos from the past, this is going to be more raw, unfiltered, just us chilling, playing the game, because every time that I've tried to make videos like this, and I end up, like, hyper-cutting them, for some reason, people seem to enjoy those less. You know, at least when it comes to the Easter egg type videos, whereas when I leave them kind of raw like this, where it's just us hanging out, doing the Easter egg together step by step, people seem to enjoy that more. You know, I've ran multiple polls asking people, you know, the statistics speak for themselves, so we'll just leave it chill. Which is really surprising to me. You know, in the modern age of YouTube, I expect everybody to want super fast, brain-rotty content, but, you know, I also assume that most of my audience is a bit more mature and doesn't necessarily want all that either. But, anyway, yeah, where do I even begin with catching y'all up to speed? Well, I guess we'll talk about the reason that I haven't made any Black Ops 6 videos in a while, and that's due to the fact that for some reason, when Season 3 and Verdansk and all of that dropped, my PC was just like, no, dude, we're not gonna run Black Ops 6 anymore. I don't even know how to describe what was going on. Basically, anytime I would play the game, it was a complete and utter laggy mess running at like 5 FPS. I mean, like, my graphics settings weren't changed or anything, but there was packet burst all over the place, connections were dropping out, it would constantly kick me out of the game. If I try to play zombies, I'd literally be teleporting inside and outside of the map. Like, I have no idea what was happening, man. I really have no idea, but thankfully, we're back. Also, just to kind of explain the Zombie Snacks mode briefly, the zombies drop these snack things, and if you look at the bottom left, you'll see that our health bar isn't just a normal health bar, it's actually an energy bar. And if you pick up the food, as you would expect, it gives you energy back. And that's the whole gimmick of the mode. The health doesn't regenerate, you gotta pick up the snacks from the zombies. And furthermore, basic movements like jumping, sliding, running, etc. burn through your energy bar. So you gotta conserve your energy where you can. Also, every 10 kills, you enter this flow state where you do 10 times damage and you move a bit faster. However, the only way to enter that flow state is by not getting hit during those 10 consecutive kills, and you'll stay in the flow state for as long as you don't get hit. But the moment you get hit, then you're, you know, not in the flow state anymore. So it is kind of overpowered, if you know how to utilize it, which I do. Especially with the jet gun and everything. Oh yeah, we'll be rolling. We'll be rolling, trust me. Anyway, it's round 5, so you already know how it goes. If you've watched my Liberty Falls Easter egg videos before, this is the time that we deactivate the Rampage Inducer and get rolling on things, yeah? They've added a lot of new weapons to Black Ops 6 that are really good since we've done an Easter egg last as well. Oh, and they've also added an entire Easter egg since we got to do an Easter egg last, by the way. Shattered Veil. I've already done it, obviously, so we'll have to make a video on that one separately from the Zombie Snacks mode, because I just want to get my initial playthrough out there, too. Oh my goodness, but man, what else have you guys missed? Oh, you've probably heard the loud-ass AC in the background. Yeah, that's something I got. If you remember in the Black Ops 6 videos from before, I'd be like, oh man, I'm overheating in here. And yeah, doing a thermostat check, it was anywhere from like 80 to 100 degrees in this fucking room. No wonder I was always suffering heat exhaustion. Excuse my language, but like, come on now. It was ridiculous, man. But right now, I've got the AC on a cool 68 degrees. Usually, I don't keep it that I don't keep it that cold all the time, excuse me. Usually I keep it around like 70, but right now it's very humid outside, so to combat that, I have my fan running in the background as well as my AC. Keep me cool, keep me in check, keep everything good, keep me from dying, for now. Gosh, that was dark. That's how life goes, though. We all die at some point. There's no point skirting around it. We all know what's gonna happen. It's what makes life beautiful, the fact that it doesn't last forever. It's also what makes it kind of scary, because you don't know when it's gonna end. But, dark topics aside, let's see. Okay, so we got the AC rolling. What else have I done? I've played a lot of Black Ops 6, as you can probably expect. I've just been playing a lot of video games in general, as always. Oh, my eating disorder stuff. I know that I did talk about that in some of my older Black Ops 6 videos. I say older as if, you know, it's been a month, but a lot happens in a month. It really does. My eating disorder stuff. Yeah, I'm finally back at a good weight. Like, I'm not just at a, oh, I'm stable weight. No, I'm just at a good weight. However, I'm still in the recovery process because it's kind of hard to explain eating disorder recovery, but basically you have the initial recovery, right, where you recover and you get back to a normal weight, and that's sort of that, but there's a lot that has to happen after that. Your body will basically start gaining weight really rapidly at first to get you back to that healthy weight, sort of like the macro goal of just getting healthy again. But then once you're at that healthy weight, you kind of need to stay in a surplus for a while so your body can then work on the micro tasks of like rebuilding your muscle, rebuilding your fat reserves, and this, that, and the other. So I'm about 3.5 months into eating disorder recovery right now, and I honestly feel pretty damn good, dude. Not even gonna lie, I feel fantastic. That's partially true, partially a lie. Like, I feel fantastic in the way that I have a bit more energy, but I also still feel crappy because my body is still working on so much recovery stuff that, you know, I still feel a bit deprived of energy. I still can't do a whole lot. I still get winded really fast. I just started doing some light workouts again yesterday. I tried to do some strength and cardio workouts a few weeks ago. My body just wasn't ready, so I gave up on it. But yesterday I started trying to stand up more because for the last couple months, I've sat down all day, and then I'll stand up for a total of maybe like 30 minutes, maybe 45 tops in a day when I'm like making my food or like, you know, taking a leak or taking a shower, you know what I mean, dog? And I've also just had like a very severe lack of energy, which has led to me only being able to shower like once every 3 to 4 days, which was about as disgusting as it sounds. But when you're in recovery, your body is just like, all right, you got to preserve every ounce of everything. So that's kind of what happened. But I've started showering daily again, and I feel a lot better. I've noticed some other things, like my ability to sweat is slowly coming back. Like at night, I've been having night sweats, which for some people would be bad, but for me is really good because I haven't been able to sweat. And living in Florida, that's not good. That means that I would basically just overheat and die if I stepped outside, which does happen. That's why I can't go outside right now. I haven't been outside in weeks. Actually, that's a lie. I stepped outside for 15 seconds yesterday to help my mom bring in a case of water because she went to the store. But, yeah, so I just gotta be really careful. Still taking it easy on myself. But outside of that, you know, it's just sort of a gradual process, right? Like, I started doing the cardio stuff again, like I mentioned. I've been teaching myself how to sing. That's been a lot of fun. I've always talked about how I really want to learn how to sing, and I still suck at it, and that's okay. But, you know, slowly but surely. Oh, the Easter egg song isn't in this. I didn't realize that. Okay, that's sad. I wanted to activate the Easter egg song, but I guess it's not available in Zombie Snacks. But I've been teaching myself how to sing. You know, I've always talked about how I really wanted to do that. And I'm not good, not even close. And I'm still in that stage where it takes a lot of focus for me to do everything, because you need to push from the diaphragm, close your vocal cords, don't let it be too breathy, but also push the sound to resonate in like your upper mask area for like when you're going mixed voice specifically. And there's a lot to do. So it's like, I've had a few points where my voice comes through and I'm like, whoa, my voice just shot out like a rocket launcher, bro. That sounded really good. And I'm getting like really good at staying on key and everything. Oh goodness, I don't want to die. No, thank you. I do have a self-revive, so if we die, it's not a big deal. We're gonna die. I'm just gonna say that right now, and that's okay. Insta-kill. Please give me a snack. One of y'all gotta give me a snack. Alright, that's fine. Like I said, we had a self-revive. It is what it is, bro. I was being clumsy. That happens when I'm commentating. You guys know me, man. When I'm recording, I get clumsy, and that's what happened. That's it. That's it. Let's clean these zombies up a bit. We'll get ready to go grab Jug, because once you get Jug, then then you're kind of set. I wanted to wait till the groundkeeper spawn, but it's just not happening. What in the world was I even talking about? Oh yeah, I'm working on getting my mixed voice right now, because I'm good at, like, I got my head voice down, kind of got the chest voice down. Just gotta work on that mixed voice, because that's where the magic happens. I also started making music again. Me and my buddy from high school, right? He was, we were just talking about music and stuff, and there was a song he wanted me on. I was like, you know what? I haven't made music in years. Let me write a verse. So I wrote a verse in 15 minutes, and it is one of the most fire verses I've ever written. I wish I could remember all the lyrics off my head, but I just recorded it yesterday, so, like, I can't even... whatever. It's a song about love, which is kind of ironic, because, you know, if you know me, I've been single for 6 years, and, like, you know, nobody would ever want me, so it's fine. But basically, I had to, like, draw from my... high school, like my high school heartbreak in order to write that verse. Like, I kind of just had to harken back like 6 years. Like, okay, what did I feel like when I got my heart broken? Then I was like, okay, I think that's like kind of what I want to write about. Hold on, let me see if I can remember some of it. Talking about love like I know what in the fuck it's like for someone to even want me now. That shit is fucking dumb. Fuck. Getting stupid drunk cause at least it's fucking wrong. Won't treat me like I'm some trash from the fucking, like I'm some trash from the fucking dumb. Yeah, I gotta screw with, wait, no, it goes like, gotta screw with two loose, is it, yeah, I gotta screw with two loose, or gotta screw with two loose, whichever. Yeah, I gotta screw with two loose, got a tight tied noose, not a damn thing to lose. There was another line in there, but I forgot it. I don't know, whenever the full song's done, I'll have to, like, you know, maybe advertise it or something, and, like, provide a link for y'all to hear it. It was pretty cool, though. But yeah, man, so music, learning how to sing, that's been fun. And again, I've been teaching myself everything. Rapping's easy, because I've been doing that for like 10 years now. But like singing, you know, I've never been able to sing. So I've been teaching myself how to do that, and I've been like partially using YouTube videos and partially using like ChatGPT. I'll send it like audio clips myself, and ChatGPT is actually a really good teacher, man. Like, I'll ask it like, okay, how do I improve like this thing that's going wrong with my voice? And it's like, oh, just do this. Then I do it. And I'm like, oh, this robot knows what it's talking about. So, you know, it's pretty cool. I mean, what else in the world has even happened since? I talked about the music, talked about the AC, talked about the eating disorder stuff, and how I'm genuinely feeling a bit better. Oh yeah, I guess I'll kind of go back to that for a minute, right? Like, I'm still kind of in the process of standing up a bit more throughout the day, trying to stand up for a total of at least, you know, maybe 1 to 3 hours, somewhere in that vicinity, somewhere in that range. I wanted to stay up there, but that guy isn't spawning for some reason. Like, I don't know where that key's at, but game just don't want to give it to me. It is what it is. Anyway, let's go ahead and grab Jug. The beautiful Jug.
That's some nasty shit.
Sorry, that quote was funny. That's some nasty shit. But yeah, you know, you can probably even tell, right? Like, I will say, I've always had confidence issues, so I'm very unconfident right now. Like, here's the disgusting truth about eating disorders and, like, OCD and all that, right? Like, when you... Part of it is just, like, you know, for everybody has different reasons for, like, their eating disorders, right? But for me, like, part of it was always just, like, I don't know, I just always hated eating, right? And I've also always just kind of had confidence issues. And now that I'm getting back to a healthy weight, I'm starting to feel, like, unconfident again. Because I'm like, oh, no, my face looks fuller. I kind of look fat. But I really, like, I don't really, like, kinda. Like, if you go back and look at videos from, say, January, you can see my face was a bit slimmer there. And I like when my face is slimmer. And I kind of like when I look sickly. It's such a sick fucking mindset, and I know that. It's so bad, and I gotta change that. That's just, like, one of the dark realities of, like, how, disordered brain works, I guess. But, you know, I don't embrace it, you know? It's not like I'm proud of the way that my brain thinks about that stuff, or, you know, how my brain operates in a lot of cases, right? Like, my OCD's been really bad lately, of course, as it always is. But it is what it is. You take things one day at a time. You don't bitch about things going wrong. You just focus on what's going right and do your best to make other things go right where you can help it, right? I've also optimized some of my settings here on PC, because, like, before, if you guys remember, my sensitivity used to be, like, really weird for some reason. Not even slow, it was just weird. It would have, like, that strange wind-up. Well, it seems like I've ironed that issue out. Like, it still has a bit of a wind-up, but it's not as severe as before, because remember before it was like, I don't know, like, it was weird. So I just optimized some things a bit, changed some things around, and, you know, it's feeling a bit better. I also changed my FOV. I had it at 120 before, but that's just way too high. So I've dropped it down to 110. Because my desk is really small. Normally on console I play on 90, but on PC I'm playing on 110 because my face is, like, right in the monitor. So if you play on anything lower, you know, it's, like, kind of a good way to get motion sick. Your face is, like, right up all in the movement. Did I grab that Mangler cannon? Yeah, I did. Alright. Whoa! There was a little bit of lag happening there. I do not like lag. Alright. Well, I've been waiting an eternity and a half, maybe an eternity and a sixth by now. Or, wait, a sixth? 6/10ths? Whatever. For this guy to spawn in, and it's just not happening. Which kind of sucks, because I need that. If I want any hope of doing this Easter egg, I need this guy to spawn in, and he's not spawning in. Just spawn in, please. Oh, but that's what I was going to say before, too. You probably noticed I just have a bit more energy in general now, right? Like, my brain's working a little bit better. Not better entirely. Like I said, still progress. Oh, I see Gronsky finally spawned in. Come here, you I finally got it. But I have a bit more energy in general now. I wanted to return to live streaming, but I'm just not there yet. I'm sorry. I know there's been people asking me to come back to streaming, and I will soon. You know, I want to get back to my grind of, like, streaming like crazy and working myself to the gills. Working myself to the bone, but right now I'm not quite there yet, but before too long I really hope to be back at that point. So I can just chill with y'all, you know? Life is... I don't know how to explain it, man. Life is one of them things where it's like... It's short, and all I really want to do is play video games, make YouTube videos, and chill with y'all. And that's about it. I don't give a damn about anything else anymore. This, you know, I had a bit of a wake-up call back in 2021 when I almost died from my eating disorder initially. Because that's literally where I was at. My body was shutting down and everything. I had a bit of a wake-up call then. Clearly not enough if I slip back into it the way that I did. But then this time, this last January here in 2025, man, it hit me. I was like, you know what, dude? Life is short, and I don't give a damn about anything anymore. I don't care. I just don't care. I wake up, and I don't care. I look outside, and I don't care. I exist, and I don't care. But it's not in a bad way. It's not like, oh, I don't care about anything anymore, or life bad, whatever. No, it's just like, it is what it... Oh, I forgot to grab the water valve. I'm such a ding-dong, stupid, McSpoozy head. Now I must go grab the thing. Hold on a minute. A sand. Oh, the Dare Wonder Fizz is not here yet. That is bull. Alright, I gotta grab the valve! Thank you. Now, if one of y'all could drop me a snacky poo, I would appreciate that. But anyway, yeah, you know, you just gotta learn to stop caring after a while, in the way that nothing really bothers me anymore, you know? Somebody could, like, steal my wife, kill my dog, blow up my house, set me on fire, kick me into a ditch, piss on me, and, like, steal all my money, and I'd just kind of be sitting there like, is that the worst you can do? That's where I'm at. That's what life does. I read a quote this morning that really resonated with me. You can't defeat a man. Like, you can't bring a man down. You can try. You can take everything from him. You can fight him. You can bash him down. You can do whatever the hell you want to do. But you'll never beat him, because he will only, like, stand tall. You know what I mean? Like, the more you try to push a man down, the more he's just going to get back up. And the stronger he'll be for it. But if you want to truly break a man, you go after his mind. Now, granted, that wasn't the quote, like, word for word, obviously. It was said much more concisely in the original thing. I just couldn't remember how they said it. But that was so true. Like, that is the realest... Like, yeah. like, yeah, and I've learned that lately. Because I've realized the more BS I go through in life, it doesn't faze me. Like, it doesn't matter. It is what it is. I don't care anymore. But anytime that, like, mental stuff starts happening and I start feeling like crap that way, or somebody finds a way to, like, get me that way, then it's like, okay, wait, no, now this actually sucks. Now I'm feeling something and I hate it. Okay, now I care a little bit. So, you know. Okay. Right now, I need snacks. They are just not dropping me snacks, and I do not like the lack of snackage. The lackage of snackage is badage, okay? If you could draw... Ooh, set up for a revive kit. I do not mind if I do, because something tells me I'm going to need that very soon. No snacks? I'm feeling like my fat ass back in middle school, because I'm desperate for these snacks right now, bro. Give me some Doritos. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, bro. Back in, like, middle school, right? I was such a fat ass. Okay, so I had this spot in my room, right, in the corner of my room. This was, you know, back at, not the last house I lived at, but the one before that. I've moved a lot. I'm glad I got that self-revive kit. This is bullshit. Okay, let me just finish this. I'm done with this step. I just realized I could have ether shrouded that whole time. I'm stupid. All right. Anyway, water pressure gauge. Ooh, chips. I kind of want to pop it on the house. Does that make me weak? Yes. I'm not a little bitch. I do not need on the house. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, so I have this corner of my room, right? And... Oh. Any waddle away, waddle, waddle, waddle. And I had this desk. And it wasn't your average desk. It was a desk that sort of slanted down for some reason. Don't ask me why. It was a weird desk. And on top of the desk, I had a birthday bag. You know, just like one of those giant gift bags he gets for somebody for their birthday. Oh, there's an abomination. I don't like the sound of you. But inside of that gift bag, I had stashed inside of it, and again, it was such an unsuspecting spot, so that's why I hid it there. I always stayed stocked up on a whole box of Little Debbie Cosmic Brownies. I always had a whole can of Pringles, Buffalo Wing Pringles specifically. I believe they were called Buffalo Wing. They might have been like hot chicken Buffalo Wing, something like that. My mouth is starting to water because they were so good, and I'm just thinking about the taste. I'd also have a box of Cheez-Its. Usually like white cheddar or just normal Cheez-Its, but you know, kind of just bounce back and forth between those two. What else did I? Oh, I also had those chocolate chip chewy Quaker bars. I always had a box of those. What else did I have? I had more. Oh, the fridge was always stocked with Yo Crunches. You know those yogurts that come with like the toppings, like what is it called? The Chips Ahoy cookie crumbles, the Oreo cookie crumbles, the M&Ms. All of that mumbo jumbo. I had all of that. What else did I have? I mean, the fridge was obviously always stocked with a bunch of Coca-Cola cans, right? Like, there was just so much. I was fat little Asian boy. And proud. I was fat and proud. I wasn't even fat. I was just a little... I was just average, bro. That was about it. I was just painfully average. Well, no. I mean, like, during middle school I was. During middle school I was painfully average. But there was a point during elementary school, kind of at some point in middle school, and then like again in high school where I was a little chubby. Not super chubby. Especially not in high school. It was just more like beer gut at that point because I was like an alcoholic when I was a teenager. Don't recommend. I've talked about that before though. Every time I talk about my addictions, just do keep in mind that all of that springs from the time that I was a teenager. Except for smoking, like, cigarettes, because, like, I did that for 10 years from the time that I was, like, not even a teenager up until, like, just, like, a year ago, literally, so, you know. So I started doing that when I was, like, 12. And then I got, like, really hooked on it when I was 13, and then it was just kind of all downhill from there. It reminds me of that one Stone Sour song. I don't know if y'all have heard. It's called Fabulous. But that part's always been catching me, where Corey's screaming is like, "It's all downhill from here." I don't know. I love that part. Gosh, man, I don't even. What the hell was I even talking about? I don't know. My brain is so scattered right now. It doesn't help that my arms are going numb from this controller because it's that same third-party one I used to always bitch about, but I'm still using it. It vibrates like crazy. I almost made a bad joke. You can always tell when I'm thinking of something bad because I just... You see the mischievous look on my face and you just know. But we're not... I mean, I was talking about something vibrating. You can probably already assume where my brain was going. We're just not even going to talk about it, alright? It is what it is. Alright, let's go ahead and hit this machine. I'm also paranoid, so we're going to check to make sure Audacity's still recording. You guys remember that? That was like a staple of all my other BO6 videos. Is Audacity still recording? Because that still happens. I'll bump the mic and it just... I don't know why I feel nostalgic right now. It's almost like I have nostalgia for, like, the early parts of BO6. And I don't, right? Like, that was fucking 6 months ago, bro. I'm not nostalgic for something from 6 months ago. But I don't know, man. That was just, like, such a fun time for the content of the channel. And I'm just getting kind of, like, misty-eyed right now because I'm so glad to be back making Call of Duty videos. Because this is where I belong, man. I mean, I love all the videos I make. Every video. I make every video with intention and purpose and this, that, or the other, but Call of Duty is very similar to Minecraft, Resident Evil 4, and just some of those other games. This is like a comfort food for me. This is my comfort game, man. This is like warm oatmeal, peanut butter toast, and a ripe banana, bro. It's just so... Yes. I don't know, man. I don't know how to explain it. I get so happy when I can record Call of Duty, stream Call of Duty, edit Call of Duty, play Call of Duty, talk about it. And I'm so glad that my PC is finally cooperating with the game again. Or should I say, I'm so glad that Call of Duty is cooperating with my PC again. Wait, how did I say that? Did I say that right the first time? Call of Duty cooperating with my PC cooperating with COD? Same difference. You know what I'm saying. It was hell. Donut. I kind of want to go buy another self-revive if I'm going to be honest. I don't know why I keep doing that voice, I'm sorry. The vibration is driving me insane. I wonder if there's a way to, like, fix that. Because, like, right now, dude, if I put it on the desk, listen. Like, it's insane. It's insane. It's so loud. Eat it. Yeah, this mode's a lot of fun. I'm enjoying all these, like, Seth Rogen crossovers. I did buy the event pass, by the way, so I have, like, Host Rogen and, you know, whatever else, the, you know, the other skins for him and all, like, the weed blueprints and such. Oh, shoot, that's right. I was actually gonna equip the glazed out. Wait, did I? I don't think I equipped the glazed out one, no. I do have it, though. I was using it in multiplayer. I just forgot to make a zombie build with it. Oh, that's another thing. When Season 3 dropped, it erased all my zombie builds. Like, I went to buy the GS45 and it didn't work. I was like, wait, what? So then I went and checked, and yeah, it erased all of my zombie builds, bro. ASG, gone. GS45, gone. Like, every weapon is gone. So I gotta go through and make all those again, which pisses me off, because I already did that when the game came out. I went through and, like, specifically made zombie classes for everything, just like I did back in Cold War. And it just... And in the end, it doesn't even matter. That's how it felt. Alright, we're gonna drop that there. Hey, listen, you big hunk of... Oh. I didn't realize my weapon was so powerful. I killed him so fast. Okay. Guess I'll do it next round. I kind of wish you could pick up the snacks automatically just by walking over them, because the fact that you have to look at them and hold X does kind of suck. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm getting boxed in. Do not box me in, or I'll shoot your face off. Yeah, ice cream. Ice cream for ice cream. All right, I'm thinking we're gonna buy another self-res, honestly. I just think that's a wise financial decision right about now. Spin! Alright, where did I place that doohickey? Hello, doohickey. You're gonna go back here, hickey. And I'm gonna go up here, hickey. This skin for Mace is so gnarly, by the way. I wish you could, like, see the front of it, but it's the Black Soul Apocalypse King one. I don't know what that was, bro. Nobody clip that, please. Oh my god. Yeah. I've also started making, like, Omegle videos again lately. I say Omegle because that's what the new site is called, Omegle, and there's also, like, TV. Those have been fun. Meeting a bunch of strangers and stuff. It's been fun, making videos on all that. I've also been turning those into shorts and TikToks, obviously, as you could expect. People have been seeming to enjoy those, so that's always very cool to see. There you go. Go suck one. Alright, now we're gonna grab all these donuts and such because, like, this thing does a lot of damage. And then we're gonna waddle away, waddle, waddle, waddle. Y'all know the drill. I haven't changed. Just because it's been, like, a month since I made some BO6 videos. Maybe a little bit more. Feels like it's been more. I'm still the same weirdo. The same strange human being. The same weird little grotesque. I'm just trying to survive right now, dude. That's it. That's it. Give me the thrust counter. Holy! I was gonna do a 360 dive, then I saw zombies coming in. Slide around. 360 slide. Whee! I've been having so much fun with the Omni movement lately. I recommend following me on Instagram if you guys aren't. It's just Grotesque IG, so put IG after Grotesque. And, yeah, I've been posting a bunch of clips on my story of, like, just crazy Call of Duty clips I've been hitting lately in multiplayer and Warzone. Actually, no, I've only posted multiplayer stuff. Sorry. I do want to post some Warzone stuff and maybe some, like, funny zombies moments then on there. But if you go to my page, I have a highlights section called Call of Duty. And as you can expect, there's Fortnite clips in there. No, I'm just kidding. It's Call of Duty, obviously. But yeah, then, you know, just posting a bunch of, like, fun stuff in there, like, crazy clips I've been hitting. And it's been fun bullying 12-year-olds with the Omni movement. I've been getting better at it. Because I used to just play the game really chill, but then I was like, you know what? I feel like being an absolute sweat demon, and I cannot explain how good Omni movement feels when you master it, like going around corners, or like for example, there's this one clip I hit where, for example, this guy was shooting me, and I literally just dove, spun, shot him in the face, and that was it. And then there's like other ones where I'll like dive over rail, like do a 360, start shooting at him and stuff. I've been playing like a freaking sweaty demon, and it's been so much fun. So yeah, you know. Hold up. I need snackies again. The munchies are strong in this one, bro. Alright. No snackies? Oh wait, no, there are some snackies. Ice cream. Ice cream for ice cream. I gotta take it easy for a minute. I can feel myself getting a little winded. I've been going a little ham so far. My ears are also getting a little hot. Because these headphones suck. I ended up actually buying new headphones. They're these like cheap school headphones, basically. They were like $7. They actually sound pretty good, surprisingly. But because these headphones, I have a bit of an issue with them. I'm actually going to take them off for a bit, where my ears get really overheated with them just because they don't let any air out. And as I mentioned before, you know, obviously it gets a little, like, toasty back here. Sorry, just making sure Audacity's still recording because I bumped the cord a little bit. Ah, I forgot to go grab the LTG. I'll have to go do that. But yeah, dude, my ears get so hot back here. It also just gets toasty back here in general compared to the other side of the room because, like, you know, the PC's back here. There's all this technology going crazy. So that's a thing. I do have the remote behind me, though, for my AC, which is pretty cool. I might actually, like, turn around in a minute. Let you guys hear some of the beeps and boops. But I can, like, control... Obviously, the AC unit's literally right there in my window, so I could just, like, press it if I wanted to, but... That's too much work, man. I'd rather just use the remote, do it all wirelessly. The less that I have to get off my lazy bum, the better. I'm gonna need some more snacks here soon, man. Oh, I bumped my foot bump. But yeah, I got this remote. I go like that, and then temperature is changed. It's quite a fun process. Lock door. Alright, so we got the LTG. And yeah, you know what? I'm glad I grabbed a self-revive. I didn't realize how low we were on HP. That kind of sucks. Drop snacks, please. There's a drop in this mode called refrigerator, right? It, like, never drops. But it just guarantees that every zombie's gonna drop a snack. I could really use a refrigerator right now. Ooh, yes. Give me all your snacks. Alright. I think we're good to start this step then. Sorry, I just want to make sure. OCD going crazy about that Audacity. Every time I even slightly bump the cord, I gotta check it. Check it. Jet gun. You're terminated. Yeah, we're in the flow state right now. One shot and everything. Oh man, so May the 4th just happened a bit ago, right? It was awesome. That's it. That's all I have to say. I just love May the 4th. It's like my favorite holiday. Even if it's not technically like a national holiday, don't care. It's my holiday. Yeah, I watched some Star Wars stuff. Oh, actually, I went on Fortnite, right? Yeah, believe it or not, since the last BO6 video, I started playing Fortnite again, and I've actually made a few Fortnite videos if that interests anybody. They did a thing, right, where they have this new Star Wars show coming out. It's an animated show called Star Wars Tales of the Underworld. It's a 6-episode miniseries where 3 episodes are dedicated to Asajj Ventress, and then the other 3 episodes are dedicated to Cad Bane. Well, they had the first 2 episodes of Asajj Ventress' arc exclusively available on Fortnite. Like, the only way to watch it was on Fortnite. I don't know if it's on Disney Plus yet. It might be, because it has been a little bit since, you know, May 4th. But I went on there and I watched it. I watched the first 2 episodes on Fortnite. Unfortunately, they didn't have the 3rd episode because they wanted you to, like, go on Disney Plus to see how Asajj's story ends, and then obviously just kind of start fresh with Cad Bane's there on Disney Plus. So no clue how her story ends yet. Still gotta see if it's even on there. But that was just a really cool experience, right? Spending part of May the 4th on Fortnite with, like, fellow Star Wars fans just, like, there to watch the new show. You know, there were some people talking in the chat, and it was a really cool experience. It had, like, theater seats. Because it's a very interactive experience. You can either go down to the bottom and just sort of, like, shoot stormtroopers and stuff as they come up, or you can just sit in the seats at the top, sort of like a theater, and just watch it and, you know, chat and whatever. So that's what I did. I just sat in the seats. I was just there to experience the show or whatever, and, yeah, it was really cool. I really like those interactive experiences where it's like, yeah, sure, I'm playing a game, but, you know, I'm watching a show or a movie inside of this game, and it's really just, like, more of a chill experience, sort of something like VR chat, or, what's another one, like Rec Room, I think, is one of those games where you just kind of sit and chill. I might be wrong about that. I've never played Rec Room. I'm just going off of what I've seen. But yeah, oh, it also takes me back to like PlayStation Home, if you guys remember that. Just cool stuff like that. Okay, so let's go ahead and activate this. There is a snacky over here, so I do kind of want to grab that if I can. Come on. Weaken this boy down. He's almost dead. Oh, he's about to do his one attack, I think. Oh, no, never mind, he's dead. Sweet, that's it. Well, that's the end of the Easter egg, basically. So we're gonna grab that. Wait, did I grab it? No, I did not grab it. I held X! Thank you. I still have a temper. just as ever. I still get annoyed at the slightest things. That is also due to the fact that my brain is still recovering from the ED, as we mentioned, so... My capacity for not just information, but also BS is at an all-time low. My brain feels very overstimulated very easily these days, just because, again, still recovering and all that. That will go away with time, but... as with all things, it will take time. I just realized if I wouldn't have bought that self-revive, I would have enough for a legendary upgrade right now. I'd have like 4,700, but... tis what it is, must prioritize life. I don't know why I keep doing that accent. I'm sorry. I'm still weird. I still do voices and all that too. Like I said, it's only been a month, so not much has changed, and I'm still a goober. I'm a goober that feels a little bit better now, just due to the fact that I've been recovering, I have a bit more energy. You know, normally at this point, if I would have been recording for this long in one of my older videos, or even on this game just a few months ago, I probably would have ran out of steam by now. My ability to conversate would have been at an all-time low. I'd probably have a migraine, because my brain isn't used to braining that much, but I'm doing alright. I feel a little overheated right now, but that's not actually due to, like, anything. That's just because it's humid outside, so I just dropped my AC temp. We're going to drop it a little bit lower, actually, so it gets running. There we go. I don't know why I wasn't running before. Drop that baby to 65 for a minute, because it's really humid out right now, bro. It's not even funny. It's, like, insanely humid, so... fight it off. I'm just glad I finally have the AC to do that. Because in any of my older videos, or just any time in the past, I didn't have that, so... it sucked. It sucked really bad. So yeah. Fight off these anglers. Right now, our goal is basically just to get enough to triple pack. A legendary upgrade would be cool. Not sweating it if we can't. And then we're just kind of gonna get ready for the boss fight. So, you know, that's just sort of where we're at the moment. Okay, so we're gonna Ether Shroud. Goodness, man. Okay, did any of you drop snack? You'll drop a snacky. Give me your snackies. Yes. Thank you. Pineapple. Sure. I will take anything I can get right now. All right, we're getting a little backed up here. That's what I thought. Please. But yeah, beyond that, what's some other things that have happened recently? Oh, the GTA 6 trailer 2 came out and is absolutely breaking YouTube. You love to see that. It's unfortunate that they delayed it from fall 2025 out to, what, May 26, 2026? Like, come on now. I understand it. You know, bad game forever bad, delayed game eventually good. You know the saying, but... It's just unfortunate. I was really looking forward to GTA 6 this year, but, you know, I'd rather them take their time than push out a product that isn't ready. You know, you don't want a Cyberpunk 2077 launch situation. Because even though Cyberpunk is one of my top 5 favorite games of all time, love that game. I love that game. You know, the launch of the game was also kind of unacceptable. Let's just put it as it is, right? I remember there was like a point where like I played the game, but there was a bug where it deleted like however much of my progress. Like it was crazy. It erased like 6+ hours of my freaking progress. Really ticked me off. But I still stuck with it and played through the game just because it was that good, which really just speaks to the quality of that game. It was just annoying still. Alright, we're in the flow state right now, sweet. No, I want to grab the chips. It does get a little hectic in here. We'll be fine during the boss fight. It's just like a little hectic right now because my weapon isn't like too upgraded. But that's about to change right now. And we'll have speed pull-up. That's my other thing. Like my reload speed is so slow. And we'll also have double tap. So there's just a lot of things that we'll have working with us then. There we go. Yes, die. I don't even know what I'm shooting at right now. I'm just kind of shooting and hoping I'm hitting something. Oh yeah, the CR56 AMAX is so good. The Return to Verdansk has been really fun as well. I've really been enjoying playing it. Granted, I'm still not the greatest at Warzone. Still better at multiplayer and zombies than I am at Warzone. But it's been a lot of fun, and hopefully Warzone will work in the same way that BO6 is finally working again on my PC. If it doesn't, we'll find out the hard way, I'm sure. As always. But hopefully it'll work. You can always hope, right? Anyway, we're about 2 rounds out from the Der Wonder phase spawning in. At that point, we'll be able to buy a bunch of perks. Oh yeah, look at that. We got all the salvage we need. Legendary upgrade. Honestly, how many perks do we actually need? I think we should just go for, like, what? Speed cola, double tap, call it a day. Yeah, we'll do that. Oh. Oh. Got us with a vermin round. I wonder if they're going to give us any other enemies throughout BO6, right? Like, we have the vermin and the parasites, right? And then in Shattered Veil, like, we did get the toxic zombies. But I'm wondering if we'll see the hellhounds come back, maybe. Even the plague hound. I mean, actually, the plague hounds are basically just the toxic zombies that we got. Like, it's basically the same concept, except the new ones are zombies, and then the plague hounds are like dogs. But I don't know, if we could get, like, actual hellhounds back, I think that'd be pretty cool. I'm also biased because, obviously, I'm an OG Zombies player. I've been playing Zombies since it first released back in World of War, so anytime I see hellhounds, I'm like, yes! Yes! That's what I want! But, you know. I'm also really excited to see what the next couple boss fights are like, because we're only in Season 3, yet we already have DLC 3, which is unheard of. So, it has me wondering what the next few maps are going to be like, right? We got Shattered Veil, and then we know that Janus Towers is going to be next. That was leaked a long time ago, but now we have confirmation through the in-game cutscene. And we're assuming that's going to release, what, sometime in Season 4, probably? So what, no new Zombies map until the new game comes out? Because, like, you know, that's going to be DLC 4. There's no way. So I'm assuming there's going to be a DLC 5. Some people are saying, oh, DLC 6. I wouldn't bet on DLC 6. My guess is that it's going to go Season 4, new map, Season 5, new map, Season 6, nothing, because the new game's coming out and they'll be hyping up the new game at that point. That's what I'm assuming, unless they surprise us and pull us, like, you know, pull the rug out from under us and just really spoil us with a bunch of stuff this year. We'll see. It's Treyarch. Who knows what's going on in those crazy minds of theirs, you know what I mean? And who knows, maybe Janus Towers will end up being like Liberty Falls or the Tomb, or maybe it's a smaller map, so maybe it won't even feel as grand as, say, the Tomb, or I'm sorry, like Shattered Veil or Terminus or Citadel de Mor. It could also be a smaller experience. I mean, that's not a bad thing, right? Like, some people kind of dissed the Tomb for being a smaller experience. You know, I gave my piece on it when the map first released. I think the map is amazing. I don't think every map needs to be this massive Origins, Mob of the Dead, Citadel de Mor even type experience. You know, obviously Citadel de Mor is much smaller than the former examples, but still, like, that's my point. Like, not everything needs to be this massive, grand scale adventure. I'm cool with something just being a bit smaller and self-contained and, like, just kind of being there to be a simple survival zombies experience like we would have seen back in World at War, Black Ops 1, or even, like, some of the Black Ops 2 survival maps like Town and Farm and Nuketown, where you're just meant to go in, survive. And the Tomb was still more complex than that. It still had more challenge than that, obviously. Like, there was a full-blown Easter egg. There was the Wonder Weapon quest to go for. There was, like, you know, all this other stuff in the map. All these crazy side quests, like the Golden Armor. Like, it was still a very complete experience. I just feel like, you know, it's just part of that thing with this being that age of the internet where no matter what you give people, they'll always find a way to complain about it, so you really can't win either way because there's, like, when something is finally good, it's still not good enough because there's this other thing that needs fixed, or you know, fixed in heavy quotes, because that's very subjective, so, you know. It kind of alludes to what I was talking about before, where I just really don't care about anything anymore, bro. It's like, life is too short. I'm not here to complain. I'm not here to be a crybaby. I am just here to live, exist, and enjoy what I'm given, and that's just kind of it. Because life is a temporary thing. It's a futile thing, so, you know. I'd rather live my days happy and enjoying life rather than complaining about why it isn't what I want it to be. But anyway, that's enough yapping from the old man here. Let's go ahead and get this boss fight started, yeah. But yeah, you know, this mode's pretty cool, like I said before. It's basically just normal zombies, except health doesn't regenerate. You gotta pick up the snackies. But it's still fun enough of a twist. Still adds enough challenge. Still makes you think a bit harder in some instances. I dig it. It's really cool. I really do like this mode. And I'm excited to potentially try the other Easter eggs on here. Depends if you guys want to see that or not. And, you know, you do get Ultra Gobblegums for doing it, and you get XP for doing it, and it kind of sucks because you get Ultra Gobblegums for doing all of the normal Zombie Snacks Easter eggs and 15,000 XP, but then you also get 5 legendary gobblegums for doing all of them on directed, plus another 15,000 XP. So I kind of want to do them all twice, one on directed, one on normal. Even though directed's a lot easier, just because you get, you know, legendary gobblegums there, and they give you extra gobblegums on top of all that for like completing it and everything. So there's a chance I might do the directed ones in like one stream, because I could easily knock out all 5 Easter eggs in one stream on directed mode. Like that is just, that's so easy. So I might do that. Not promising anything, but might. Ooh! I just realized I never upgraded my armor, did I? I literally only have 1 armor plate. That's kind of like a Chad move, bro. I never use that word because it's kind of cringe. And I never use the word cringe unless I mean it either, because cringe in itself is inherently cringe. But, I mean, come on now. 1 armor plate, let's go. I mean, I know I got like double tap and dead shot and all that, but still. I just realized my hair is kind of going funky again. Yeah, I know I was like wearing hats for a while. Did I talk about that yet? Maybe I didn't. Anyway, the reason I wore hats, I already explained this before, but it was just because, you know, my hair was short, it looked weird, and I didn't like how it looked. So I tossed on a hat, so that I wouldn't look so weird. I mean, I always look weird, right? Like, I'm ugly and I know it. I'm ugly and proud is what it is. Don't care. Life's too short to care about that. So, yeah, you know, I tossed on the hat, because I was like, you know what? I look a little bit weirder than usual, a little bit weirder than I'd like. So I tossed on the hat, but now my hair is getting longer to a point of even when I wear the hat, it looks kind of funky because my hair poofs out from the sides while my hat just sort of like sits on top of my head, and I have a fat head, so it's just sort of, it's a whole thing. like that's all it is. It's a whole thing. So, you know, that's why I'm not wearing the. Ooh, hello zombies. Well, that was easy. Oh my gosh, you see that? Just melted him. Alright, I think I'm gonna go ahead and grab some ammo. Oh goodness, oh goodness, oh goodness, oh goodness, oh goodness, oh goodness, oh goodness. We have a self-revive, so everything is fine. I need snacks, but they're on the other side of the room. Listen, buddy, just give me what I need, thank you. It sucks we don't have quick revive now, but it is what it is. I got clumsy. Y'all already know, I get clumsy when I'm yapping. I already mentioned it, but still just need to reiterate it. I'm clumsy man when the yappage happens. Stay tight, Alpha. You got it, Blanchard. Alright, we got a max ammo, but I'm gonna hold off for a minute. Anyway, what was I yapping about? I still have the scatterbrain issue, don't worry. Some things never change. And I fear that one will never change, my scattered brain. Oh. Talking about something. I'm ugly and I know it. Poofy hair. Oh, yeah. So yeah, that's why I stopped wearing the hat. But also, you guys may or may not have noticed I shaved for the first time. It's starting to grow back, so that's probably why it doesn't look too different now. But like when I first shaved it, I looked so funny. I looked like a little 12-year-old. So that was a thing. It's been like over a week since then, so it is growing back finally, thank goodness. But yeah, that was rough. I mean, it's not like I ever had much. Oh my god, dude, I'm getting my ass handed to me. It's not like I ever had much facial hair to begin with, so it's like whatever, but you know, still just a thing. Oh shit. Oh no! What the fuck? Oh no! That did not just happen, bro. Damn it! Oh my god, I should have stopped yapping and just played the game, bro. Now I feel like a dumb. Oh, I feel so dumb, bro. I went through all that just to that. When we were at the end. You know, do you know how many times you guys have seen me complete that Easter egg? How many times have I made videos on the Liberty Falls Easter egg alone this year? If you go to the BO6 playlist or the COD Zombies playlist, I've done it like 47 times. Y'all have seen me do this way too many times. I even did it on like cranked and everything. Whatever. If you guys want to see me reattempt this for some reason, I can go back and do it. We were literally at the end. Like, here, let me just go in here just to show y'all real quick, right? If we come down here to Zombie Snacks, go into solo, you can see the check marks there, which means, yes, I've completed this before. I promise I'm not this bad. Just, the yappage happens. Anyway, I still need to go through and complete the other ones on Zombie Snacks, so, you know, I'll get to those if I can. But otherwise, I'm thinking within the next day or two, I may come on here and make a Shattered Veil Easter egg video, just like normal, you know. If you guys want to see it on Zombie Snack specifically, I can do that too. But I haven't made just my standard Shattered Veil playthrough yet, so I really want to do that, because obviously I've already completed it. You get that really cool the Pentagon Thief skin for Carver, so I'll probably just end up rocking that while we do the Easter egg. But otherwise, yeah, I'm very happy to be back making videos on Black Ops 6 again. It's just, like I said before, man, it's just, I feel like I'm at home. It feels great, but anyways, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. But anyway, as always, massive shout out to all the patrons and channel members to get all the low ball tier, and a big shout out to the ball team, asking, and be dead, and many of the big shout out on GC, run on the channel, thank you guys so much, guys, so Literal Legends, I love you, good on you, Ducky, or you can tell, because I'm I'm sorry, just doing this outro, I still feel bad, bro. I should have bought more armor or something, so I could have completed that boss fight. I feel like such an idiot, but it is what it is. I got the feeling we might just reattempt this in a few days. I really need to redeem myself for that one. Anyway, yeah, thank you guys for watching. Have an amazing day. Stay beautiful. I love you all. Peace.